Hey everybody, welcome to the Big Red Show. I'm Matt, and today I am taking a look at Michter's Small Batch. Michter's was a bourbon distillery in Pennsylvania for a long time. Long story short, branding got bought up a few years ago. They don't give a lot of details on it, and I think that's caused a lot of people in the kind of bourbon nerd world, the nerderati of bourbon, so to speak, not maybe take this brand that seriously, simply because they're taking an old brand that does have some real history and really turning into what is essentially a sourced bourbon product. And small batch, like a lot of the other stuff they do, they don't really give a lot of definition as to what is small batch. Signature filtration, there's been some writing on this recently. There is some kind of proprietary filtration that goes along with this bourbon. So anyway, let's give it a try. Right off the bat, this reminds me quite a bit of Beam and Old Forester. It's got a sweet nose to it, so it's not super oak driven. It's driven by sweetness and by a little bit of spice. So let's give it a taste. It's got that like really beautiful floral sweetness, and then just a tiny little bit of hint and fruit underneath that. And Old Forester, one of my favorite all-time bourbons. The fact that it reminds me of that makes me really enjoy this whiskey. And it's a nice proof too. It's 91.4, so it's got a nice proof for a sweet bourbon. Any higher and you start to have the alcohol and the oak kind of take over the flavor profile. For all the nerd reasons, maybe you could dismiss this whiskey very easily, but the palate doesn't lie. This is a very enjoyable whiskey, and certainly one that I would recommend anytime. So, here's to the Michter's Small Batch Bourbon. Cheers.